How you doing, YouTube? Matt with Master Beer Reviews. Back with yet another review. Yeah, a little bit of a double IPA hopeful goodness with Aslin Brewing's Mind the Hop double IPA. I always want to call them Aslin. I don't think that's wrong, but I think they're Aslin. So I'm probably going to kind of bop between both of those throughout the whole review, so enjoy that. But yeah, this is actually my first Aslin review. They've been out and about for quite a while, but I am not a beer hunter. I do not beg, borrow, and steal for beers. I just like them to happen to me. They're like love. You know, love just happens to you. When you're not expecting it, it just comes your way. So I was lucky enough, I actually picked up a 4-pack for a friend, and I got a little bit of thank you beers. I was actually at a brewery, hanging out, picked it up, and threw 2 of these on me. Threw this one on me, and another one. I felt like drinking this one first, so there you go. Tough nuggies. As far as what it says on this can, it says a bunch of graphics, and then on the side it says, Mind the Hop. Okay, I think that's a play off the old English Mind the Gap, and, you know, the whole, what is it, the subway system over there. I am not from there, but I obviously have dual citizenship, but I love that saying because I'm an Arsenal fan, and we make fun of Tottenham fans by saying Mind the Gap. Anyway, whatever. Anyway, it says Mind the Hop, double India Pale Ale, 9.4% alcohol by volume. I am going to review a barley wine after this one. Same percentage. So there you go. It goes to show you there's not much of a gap to mind between basically barley wines and double IPAs at this point. Keep cold, drink fresh. For you super date Nazis out there, this, my friends, is 2.5 weeks old. I don't even know if I'm allowed to drink it, am I? Well, I am, but I don't know if you guys are. And on the bottom it says BA Select Start. Nintendo hipster shit. Yeah, anyway. Likewise, it's okay. It's the geometric pattern thing that everybody likes to go ape shit over. You know? Words. Ugh. So let's see. What's the hubbub bub? Aslin. 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 It's Aslin because there's one S. Aslin if it's bad, I guess. Just under index finger, or my index finger, maybe not yours, might have skinny baby fingers. Index finger, just off whitehead. Pretty uniform bubble strout. Little dirty glass mafia going on. And, you know, she looks like, you know, butternut squash soup had a baby with grapefruit juice. Maybe a 3-way with a little bit of just a drop of half and half, maybe. A little opaque, slightly opaqueness to it. You can see through it, but not too crazy. Orange. How about that? Let's see if we can get a nose on her. There's a melon vibe. That's the melons. All the melons. I'm getting like cantaloupe. It's definitely leaning that kind of melon leaning kind of tropical fruit side of thing. You know, melons, kind of honeydew, cantaloupe, a little bit of kiwi. Toss that in there. Sure, why not, man? Maybe a little passion fruit. How about that? You want some of that in there? How about that? But it's soft. It's definitely more on the juicy end of things. You know, you kids and your juiciness. It's not coming off candied sweet. It's not coming off unripened. It's not coming off overtly sweet, confectionery sweet. It's coming off more like juiciness. That's it. That's it. A little bit of bittering, generic bittering, kind of floating around the edges. Not sure if it's going to be like weedy or generic or bittering, but on the nose it comes off generic. So, juiciness on the nose. Cheers. Let's dive in. Sweet. Very sweet. Definitely sweet. I mean, it's 9.4% beer. You know, chances are it's going to be sweet. Let's have a ton of hops thrown at it. Which aren't the case here. Sure, you're getting a helping of like juicy style hops, but it tastes like there's actual juice in here. It doesn't taste like that's coming from the hops, or at least all of it's coming from the hops. I know a lot of people are doing that with their beers nowadays. It doesn't say anything about, you know, juice added to this. I don't know if that's a prerequisite for canning and TTB stuff. I don't know. but it comes off very juice-like. That bittering, I wasn't quite sure about. The nose is much the same in the mouth. It's very generic, right around the edges. Sweet leads the day here. Nice mouthfeel, nothing too crazy. Alcohol is very well hidden. You're talking about touching towards a 10% beer. Really not much there as far as like heat or anything like that. She's nice. A nice little kind of sprightly kind of carbonation to her too. She tastes the beer. Dangerous. Could drink this super easily, put down a couple cans of these and be like, what the fuck just happened? But yeah, tasty stuff. Nothing too crazy. Now, I wouldn't say it's kind of generic middle of the road, but at the same time, it lacks some kind of like calling card to me. Yeah, sure, it's 2.5 weeks old, but that's usually when these beers kind of get their stride, typically, I think. So it should be about wheelhouse, and the person that gave it to me is pretty, kind of anal retentive about how they keep their beers. But yeah, tasty stuff. Definitely tasty stuff. It's just, it's definitely, it's how do I put it? It's above the also haves. There's a lot of never haves that try to make these kind of beers. Don't even get close. Then there's a bunch of people that are kind of in the middle, just kind of floating around in that middle minutia that make beers that are so close that are enough that are kind of methadone for the upper echelon ones. This is definitely above that. But it just kind of stops short of the ones that really kind of do it for you. Not that it's not well made, and not that it's not a tasty beer. It's just kind of too methadone-y, too generic, too not even, I don't want to say the real deal, because that's kind of like the bullshit way to put it. Because what you want is someone who's going to make these kind of beers add their own kind of soul to the beer. Paint the picture the way they want to paint that picture. 19 different people, only 19 people, 19 billion people have taken photos of a sunset, have painted sunsets. Most of them come off as bullshit, you know what I mean? But every now and then you see someone who takes a photograph, paints a picture, and you're like, that's fucking beautiful. You know what I mean? And that's what you're looking for in a lot of these beers. It's the same song, but you can make the same song infinitely better than the last person made the same song, even if it is the same song. It's just a personal kind of just like calling cards. That's what I usually hang my head on, calling cards, and I just feel like this is technically where it needs to be. It just needs a little bit more shooting from the hip, a little bit more kind of, personality. Again, and it sounds like I'm pooping on it. I'm totally not pooping on it. It's just tasty, but just needs a little bit individuality. So let's talk about it. It's one of the better double IPAs I've had as of late. It's on the outside looking in, very close to, because it is tasty, and that's the thing I want to hammer home, is that I'm not sitting here going, oh, this beer sucks, you shouldn't buy it. It's tasty and it's delicious, and I'm going to drink the whole thing, and I'm glad I'm drinking it. It's just there's ones that really kind of separate themselves in the pack, and this one is kind of beyond that one. Value and availability, I don't know, it was given to me, so maybe someone can chime in and just say if you like what we like this. If you like all those beers, do you know what I mean? All of the beers that look like this, that taste like this, that want to be like the other beers that this beer is in the mix with, because it's it's a hazy New England style IPA with tons of kind of fruit kind of vibes going on in it. So if that's your gig, this will definitely foot the bill. So there you go, another review in the books. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Did anywhere in between down there, words and stuff and things. Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Untapped, Massive Beers, all four of those places. And yeah, another review down. So hopefully you guys enjoyed the review. Hopefully you're enjoying a nice double IPA right now, and hope to see you next time. Cheers.